Hey, of course, the moment I start filming myself, somebody's gotta make some noise in the apartment. What's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite TV shows. And today I'm going to do a TV review on the latest Marvel production, What If? So, um, Marvel Phase 4. I have been catching the trend in every single Marvel release since Phase 4. Of course, after Avengers Endgame and Spider Man 2, Marvel has gone into Phase 4 where we are entering a new day, a new dawn. Yeah, I've said all this in all my Marvel Phase 4 reviews already, so I don't need to repeat myself one more time. But as far as Marvel Phase 4, it has always been either a hit or a miss. So of course we have the TV shows WandaVision and The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which I think are both TV shows, miniseries that are kind of lacking, not really all that memorable, especially the latter, which is just so drab. Same goes for the film Black Widow, which I think is just a waste of time. And then we have Shang-Chi, which is a really fun movie, but nonetheless, it still isn't quite something that I would want to rewatch or anything. And finally, we have every time, man. Of course, we have What If, the latest Marvel production, and I feel like I have just wasted 4.5 hours of my time. I just feel like I've wasted 4.5 hours of my time because What If is essentially a cartoon TV show about what if, what if this happens, in this other universe, what if Steve Rogers didn't become Captain America and instead Peggy Carter got the serum and became Captain UK, the Captain British, and yeah, stuff like that. And so none of the story here is canonical in a sense that they're not supposed to happen in the main universe, the main MCU. But then at the same time, it's also technically canonical if you consider that these stories and events also happen in the same, like, world, but just a different universe. But still, it is not connected to the overall story at all, so there really is no need for one to watch What If whatsoever. Now, we have Jeffrey Wright pretty much narrating the opening and the ending and certain parts in the episodes. He is the watcher, he is the guy who watches all the multiverses, and I like Jeffrey Wright. He's a good actor, but these intros and outros are usually really cheesy, and I will not hesitate to press skip. And then we have the problem of voice acting, because a lot of the actors in What If are actual real life live action actors and not professional voice actors. A lot of their voice acting is just kind of bad, like Sebastian Stan's voice acting. He's just not cut out for it. Of course, we have some other great examples of voice acting that turned out to be quite nice, but overall, whenever there's a role where it's a live action actor trying to voice act, it usually is not as good as the voice acting of a professional voice actor. Now, a lot of the episodes also suffer from the problem that they're quite boring. When it comes to these what if stories, there are so many possible catches, but in What If, we have things like what if Peggy Carter became Captain UK? What if Star Lord is T'Challa? And these ideas are not necessarily all that interesting to me. And then we have ideas that seem interesting, except when you think about it, it doesn't really go anywhere. Like, what if the whole world became zombies? What if there's a zombie apocalypse? However, there are still a couple episodes that I find kind of interesting. We have a murder mystery episode on episode 3, which is really fun, and I enjoy it. My favorite episode of the entire What If is episode 4. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? Where Doctor Strange lost Rachel Adams, and he became a power hungry, evil person who wants to destroy the whole universe just to save the woman he loved. And I really love that episode because it doesn't take things super fast, but it is still very interesting, and I really like it. Yes, these episodes are very fast paced because every single episode is half an hour long plus intro and outro. So they're usually very fast paced, thus not very memorable. Another episode that I enjoy is episode 8, the penultimate episode where Ultron won. And he became super powerful and he bites a galaxy in half. That is a very cool scene. But of course, at the end we have this huge crossover episode where this evil Doctor Strange is redeemed, and then every main character from like every previous episode somehow come back, which is somewhat entertaining but totally unnecessary. If Doctor Strange is left evil and not redeemed at all, it would have been way better. So yeah, still, it is not a terrible TV show, nor do I think it is all that worthwhile of my time. I wish I could get those 4.5 hours back. So yeah, Marvel's What If, it's just okay, feeling a decent 5 out of 10. So, have you watched What If from 1 to 10? How much did you rate it? Like if you like it, and subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching. I forgot to mention that there's an episode where Chris Hemsworth is an only child and he just parties around, and it's supposed to be a comedy episode, but it ended up just feeling kind of boring and corny. But Chris Hemsworth's voice acting is easily one of the best when it comes to live action actors voice acting. Yes.